city, complete with a farm down the street. This property in the heart of Mattapan has deep roots.
This is the Fowler Clark Epstein Farm, and actually it was built in 1768. And at that time, there was over 300 acres of farmland.
Today, the plot is much smaller, of course, but still productive, says Nataka Creighton, operations manager at the nonprofit Boston-based Urban Farming Institute, or UFI.
We have okra, callaloo, string beans, you name it, we probably grow it. Right behind us, there's a whole bunch of kale and collard greens, and they're really bushy and very pretty and ready to eat.
The Fowler Epstein Farm was recently restored by Historic Boston Incorporated, a local nonprofit that redevelops historic buildings at risk. UFI now uses the property as its learning and training center.
And they knew where the blueberries were. We really are interested in bridging the gaps of health and wellness so that we can have a healthier community, teach kids how to grow their own food so their parents can learn how to grow their own food, also teach people how to do a business.
Glenn Lloyd is a UFI board member.
We're looking at doing some seed saving and seed exchanging here, a lot of workshops. We have a commercial kitchen where we do education.
There's also a farm stand open until November, every Friday from 3 to 7 p.m.
Well, those beets look pretty good, and I got some carrots, and so, I'm a smoothie guy, so I'm thinking smoothies.
Cindy Sine grew up in the neighborhood before moving to Quincy. The farmer's market brings her back.
We were growing up with bodegas and corner stores. This is how I grew up with Cheetos and Doritos and the juices and the high sugars that's really bad for our health. To be able to see where your food is coming from, to be able to have healthy produce, fresh produce available to you without having to travel far for it, I think that is extremely important.
Sine hopes her daughters and other young people here will develop a lifelong love for healthy foods.
What's your favorite vegetable?
Broccoli and broccoli.
Broccoli and broccoli.
It's a pleasure and an honor to be in the space, to be able to teach the skills that we have, to see people really excited about not just having green open space, but open space that feeds. We're looking forward to the grand possibilities of what this can be.
If you're picky about your tomatoes, we're taking you to the right place. Langwater Farm in Northeaston only began growing in 2010. Already, though, it's racked up multiple Best of State awards for its tomatoes.
Tomatoes are our most important crop and the one that we're most proud of. I love tomatoes, eat a lot of tomatoes, and growing them for many years. We grow 40, 50 different varieties between red beefsteak tomatoes, a lot of different cherry tomatoes, and then many varieties of heirloom tomatoes.
Owners Kevin and Cato Dwyer also grow a lot more. Their picturesque farm stand is stocked with freshness from May through December.
We started on 5 acres then doing certified organic vegetables, and we've expanded to 50 acres of certified organic veggies and now some small fruit, raspberries, peaches, and strawberries.
DIY is big here too.
We invite the public to come throughout the summer, pick strawberries in June, that flows into raspberries in July, and pick your own flowers. That'll go through the summer.
As for Langwater Farm's prized crop, O'Dwyer describes the ideal tomato.
A balance there between sweetness and acidity I think is really important. Texture is also important. The skin can't be too thick. Should have a nice amount of the jelly-like mass inside.
And every tomato here is picked when ripe.
We let them get vine ripe so that they can accumulate the most amount of sugars on the vine, and then we harvest, which can be problematic because they're harder to handle at that stage. They're softer. We'll see more loss, but I think the flavor harvesting like that is unbeatable.
And Langwater Farm started out with a CSA program. Kevin and Kate and their sister-in-law Rory, who also works at the farm, say they use money from the CSA shares to buy supplies, a tractor, and a greenhouse. So they really do credit the community with launching their farm. And they sell their products at several farmers markets in and around Boston. That's Chronicle for tonight. I'm Ted Reinstein. Thanks for watching. And remember to eat your vegetables.